This segment sponsored by Fort Wayne Custom RX. Fort Wayne Custom RX specializes in a healthier you by putting together custom medications. Let's learn more. Hey. Oh wow, what is this room?
This is our negative pressure room, and this room is made to help contain chemicals so that they don't get out into the air, because we work with sometimes some hormonal type products and they're classified as a hazardous drug. Okay. And so we want to protect our employees as well as want to make sure we keep those hormones where they're supposed to be in your medication.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so what is she making?
Yeah, this is Tammy, and Tammy is one of our techs. And Tammy is weighing out a powder on a hood. We've already brought the recipe up in the computer system. Okay. And she's going to be making a cream, it looks like. And she's already weighed out the base. She'll stick the powder in with the cream. And then she'll use a special machine that we have to get a perfect actual mix, so that every part of that cream has the exact same amount of hormone in it. Okay. And you can't do that real well by hand. Right. So we use this high-tech machine here, which really does help.
Cake mixer, right?
Right. It's exactly. It's a very expensive paint mixer, is what we kind of call it. It's called the speed mixer. And so she'll program it, and we have settings in our formula that tells us how it needs to be mixed, so we can get a maximum thing. Yeah.
And so the end result, she puts it in there and then it comes out as a finished.
Yeah, for the most part. The only thing that needs to be done that's left, it has to be put in its final package, which we do out there, because once it's mixed, we're not worried of being hazardous, because the girls are all gowned up, wearing gloves, and we're not worried about that per se. But it is nice because it really makes what I call a cosmetically or pharmaceutically elegant product.
Yeah, and it's topical, so it goes on the skin.
Yeah, and you want to make sure that the drug can get through the skin. So by having a good mix, that's critical for the medication to work.
Yeah. That's so cool. Wow. Okay, what's next? On to the next room.
Yeah, so this room right here, we have Heidi, one of our technicians, who's been specially trained to make sterile products. And she's making, actually, it looks like she's making an eye drop today. Oh. So in this particular room, she's weighing out the chemicals and getting the processes and getting everything put together. And then she'll go into the next room. She'll get garbed up even further. As you can tell, she's pretty garbed now.
Right.
But she's wearing goggles, she has a face mask, and she'll go into the next room. She has to wash her hands, put a different kind of glove on in there, because that's actually even cleaner. And there she goes. Oh. All right, she's going in, and she's going to go in the hood. And then she'll put a special filter. She's got the medication in a syringe. She'll put a special filter on that filters out the bacteria. Any potential source of contamination, and she'll put it into a sterile container. Okay. And then it's dispensed to the patient after the pharmacist checks it. And just like the other rooms, everything is verified electronically, and the pharmacist writes. And we typically have a pharmacist standing right here. He's watching what's going on
to try to track it. Yes, because you said there's like these little cubbies that they put the medicine through.
That's right. She's actually, what she's doing now is she's cleaning down the hood, which she has to do every single time in between compounds. So again, the whole idea is to keep everything spick and span clean.
Yes, very sterile.
My mother would have been very happy how we clean.
Mine too. Yeah. That is really exciting. I mean, it's really cool to get a look-see at how the process is, and really, you know, the cleanliness and the effort and the small detail that you all put into your products.
Yeah, it has to. We have to be anal. Yeah, you know, we really do, because patient safety comes above all, and we don't want any accidents. And you know, patients rely on us to get them better.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, let's keep going. So now we're in the big area.
We're in the big area, and we have Anna over here today. She's actually taking the product that we saw in the very first room, the cream that she was making, and she's taking it and she's putting it into syringes.
Okay.
And syringes are just one of many different dosage forms that we use. Now this is not an injection, it's actually a cream.
Okay.
But it's got little marks on it, so it tells the patient exactly how much to use.
Oh, that's
so we'll counsel the
good.
patient. The doctor will tell us exactly how much medication he wants delivered, and we'll figure it out and put it in syringes form.
Oh,
So it's all ready to go. And everything again is barcoded, so we can follow it through the whole process through the system.
Nice.
Over here, Brooke is getting ready to pack capsules. She's loading a capsule loader. Brooke is our encapsulation lady. She makes capsules all day long. All day long. And
She said all day.
And the skill to this is you want to make sure every capsule has the exact same amount of powder in it, right?
Yes.
So it takes quite a bit of skill to be able to level that all out there and get them exactly right. And we have a check process that we go through and we weigh the capsules to make sure that they're how much medication is in them at the end to do. So she's loading the machine right now.
So right now she's putting the capsules in, and then how does the powder enter?
Yeah, well she'll manually pack that in this hood. But what she'll do is at the very end of the process, she'll take capsules in groups of 10s from different areas on the machine to make sure she got an even weight.
Okay, and you know that there's the same amount of milligrams needed for how many capsules.
Right.
Okay.
So the pharmacist will calculate how much powder is needed for every capsule, and that's what we do.
I see over here that there are different color capsules. So what do the different colors mean?
Well, we'll use different colored capsules. So we make different thyroids, and some of them are much more common. And sometimes patients are taking two different thyroid medications, for example, or maybe 2 different hormone products. Well, if we used a clear capsule on every single one of them, then it would be hard for the patient to tell which one it is.
Okay.
So maybe one strength is yellow and orange, another strength is green and white.
Okay.
So it just makes it easier for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we have Anna over here, and she is actually making ginger lollipops today.
Okay.
We use ginger lollipops a lot for women that are pregnant. It's safe to take, and doctors will send patients in for that. So she's filling the mold. She's making 200 milligram ginger lollipops. So this is not the ginger candy that we're used to, or ginger ale.
Right.
This is ginger, the herb. It'll smell like it, but it's very strong.
Okay.
And so she's filling each one of the wells. And she has to work pretty quick on this because the stuff sets up.
Oh, wow. And ginger is just such a good herb to take for everything. I mean, doesn't it help with your immune system?
Yeah, ginger is a great herb. It's what we call a carminative herb. In other words, it kind of helps. It's calming to the digestive tract.
Yes.
It's calming in general. So people love ginger.
So do you sell these lollipops on their own?
We do. They technically don't require a prescription
Right.
because they're ginger, and so when we have women that are usually in their first 3 months of pregnancy, they're starting to feel a little nauseous. This is a great product.
Yeah.
And then before it sets up too much, she has to put the sticks in because it'll set up fairly quickly.
And there it is, the finished product, the lollipop. Very nice. Awesome. Well, thank you so much,
And
Dr.
you can have the
Craig.
ginger lollipop. How about that? You can
Thank
taste it.
you. Yes. I actually love ginger, so I'm really excited to taste this
one
in
of
the
my,
raw form.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the sugar added to it. Thank you so much for taking me on a tour and allowing us to really see the process in setting up these compounded prescriptions and just all the work that you put in here.
Well, it was my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. And if you all want more information about Fort Wayne Custom RX, you can visit their website, fwcustomrx.com. I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Fort Wayne Custom RX.